We're ready to go, you guys.
Ready, 1, 2.
Dory and Caesar, you guys know what we have to do, but you guys, so every time we start a show, so that way it's easier to sync in the edit, we clap all at the same time. So on the count of three, we're all gonna clap. Okay? So 1, 2, 3.
What's up, everyone? I'm Jay. Welcome back to another episode of Top to the Bottom. I'm here with my co-host, Jeremiah Jordan.
We are here and we have another special episode. We are having another film cast with more of my dear friends for a second time in a row. And I want to introduce them as in the order that you see them on the screen. So first, we'll start with Jerry Solis.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
We have the director of the short film, Abeyta.
Hello.
We have David, was it Lariat?
Lares.
Lares, I'm so sorry. David Lares.
What's going on?
And from the last episode, we have Cesar Alvarez.
That's me.
And lastly, of course, and most importantly, we have Doroteja Jurican.
Thank you for having me.
Most importantly, Jesus.
Oh.
I'll get out.
How are you guys doing?
Good, man. It's
Good.
hot this week. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Climate change is real.
Yeah, we're technically still in winter in California. It feels like summer heat, like 98 degrees. It was 106 in Pasadena yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow, I think Alhambra was only like 100.
Woo!
Yeah, pretty
If
hot.
it's 106
6 degrees cooler.
Yeah, 6 degrees cooler. It's like, it makes a hell of a difference, I'm telling you.
Damn.
And look, so I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad to talk about the short film DECO. Aaron, me and you have been talking about this film for many times. It's gone through many transitions. You want to start us off on where the idea came from?
Sure. So, basically DECO was just, it was kind of like an experiment. So the idea was to see exactly how far I could push the limits of my studio, like what we could accomplish in terms of special effects, production, just how much of the load could we bear ourselves. And then really my main focus was just to outdo the first film I had made. Only because that film, like, it was my first one. There were a lot of hard lessons learned. We had a lot of technical difficulties. So I really wanted to, fix all those mistakes with this one. So that was kind of the initial, thought process going in.
And it's a period piece, isn't it? Why did you decide to go with a period piece kind of instead of just modern times?
Well, when I haven't seen a lot of period pieces done, especially by up and coming filmmakers. It's very difficult to do, which is why nobody really wants to do a noir or anything like that. Our film DECO was extremely expensive, and very time consuming. But I mean, I really, at the end of the day, there were shots in my head that I wanted to do that I hadn't seen, and I was like, well, I might as well just do it now.
He's not kidding about time consuming either.
Yeah.
How long did it take, Jerry, in your experience?
How long did it take?
Took about a year and I think 2 or 3 months.
It took about 2 years and 2 or 3 months.
2 years.
David was actually out medically, and that set us back by like 8 or 12 months. And then mind you that my buddy here showed up in a boot on his foot, and he still showed up regardless. So,
But I was on screen. I couldn't hide the boot. It was going to be a lot more expensive for Aaron to see.
I mean, we could have done medium shots, so we would have worked around it.
He's like, there's always compositing it out.
Aaron said we could have done medium shots, so it would have worked. But
Regardless, it got done. That's what matters.
Yeah, it got finished, and so for each of you guys, I want you to tell me who you play, and then a little bit about your role and what you thought, but when you were started with the character. Since I started this way, first I'll start with Dory first.
there you go.
She put you on that spot.
Dory, who do you play?
So I am the love of his life, of the main character. I'm the wife. I I don't know how much in detail I should talk about my character because spoilers.
The end of the movie.
I
So-
just do it. Yeah.
Okay, so I passed away. And I'm this kind of, the way I interpret it at least is this kind of oh my gosh, what is the word? Like a distant memory of happy times and love and everything with the main character, something that he's still holding on to in this crazy world of like extraterrestrial, what is the word? Alien extraterrestrial and chaos type world. She's kind of like the peace and something like the one that not got away, but the one that should have been the happy ending, because they had like a future plan, they had like a house that they wanted to live in, they wanted to have children, they wanted all that. So the way it's done in the film, it's also really beautiful in my opinion. Can I talk about that? Okay, I'm just want to make sure though, so it's not a big spoiler.
Like a Marvel
Eh,
actor talking to this.
I mean, the movie's been out, so if you haven't seen it.
I know, yeah, but you
Your
know, I
fault.
don't want to say something that you want the viewer to experience.
Just give it all.
Okay. So the film is like a noir style film, black and white, but my scenes as a memory are in color. And I think that's so, I don't know, to me, it was so fun watching that because it made me feel like kind of nostalgic watching it. And it was basically their memories and them meeting in afterlife-ish situation. And it was just so like majestic and everything. So yeah, that's kind of what my character is without telling too much. But yeah, I had a fun time.
Caesar?
Oh well, I have my own.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Also, I play Professor Quinton. My character is mostly the catalyst of the story. It's yeah, I'll go. It's mostly like at the beginning, different than you, but my character triggers whatever happens in the story. I don't want to spoil too much either.
Go ahead, spoil it.
So I also die. No, in a noir movie, usually, well, this is like a noir sci-fi situation, but in a noir movie, usually at the beginning they set you up with the bam, somebody die, or bam, something happens, something big happens, and then the whole movie is about the event that happens after or how the things got to that event. And I love that. I love how you make that happen, and I'm very excited for you guys to see. I'm very excited for you guys to see it.
David.
So I play Benny. I play Joe Phoenix's, I would say, partner in crime in this case, which is a really interesting character that came to be. Can I talk about that too, about that
Of course,
concept?
go into as much detail as you'd like.
So initially, Astrid was supposed to be the partner in crime to Joe Phoenix, and with a couple things here and there, the script changed a bit, and Benny stepped in as to fill in that hole. And gotta say, it was pretty fun playing a bitter kind of scorned scientist that was like thrown off a project, and just being the partner to the main character was a really fun thrill. It was really cool being a part of that. It was really an honor, and just kind of sucks that I did end up in that boot for some months, held the production back. But I think the biggest thing was just keeping the hair consistent. That was another big thing. I had never let my hair grown out so long for a role, and
You look good though. Look very good.
I appreciate that. I think just that wanted to keep that consistency of like filming together. So it was very. I had long hair for a long time, and it was just at some points I was like, I just want to cut it, and he's like, no, we're gonna keep up the next scene. I was like, it was fun. But yeah, I play Joe Phoenix's partner in crime. Pretty much, it was fun.
Jerry?
Yeah, so I play Detective Joe Phoenix, and he's one of the characters, but it's really an ensemble to me because without everybody else, this wouldn't even happen anyway. Like even the director, the producers, the writers, Jeremiah, Kane Walker, who's from Atlanta, Georgia, one of the guys that like I got along with very well. Ong, of course. So to me, it's important that everybody's like an integral part of all this project. And Joe Phoenix has gone through a couple rewrites as far even the name. The name is actually not initially it wasn't Joe Phoenix, it was something else. I won't disclose that yet because I'm
Thank you.
I think the director's going to be using that material for something else
I am.
possibly. So
The novels.
so yeah, it's gone through a couple rewrites, a couple different story rewrites and different changes in direction. And as far as timeline goes, I couldn't have facial hair for this character because of the time period piece that it was, and most of the time they were clean shaven faces. So that, and there's certain hairstyles that I couldn't have either. Like what you see right now is usually what I keep my hairstyle in, but there was a couple of times where I felt like I want to do something a little different, shave one side and then just let the other side just grow long, or just shave it all off completely. But I couldn't because for Aaron, and as a favor to him, I wanted to keep it consistent. Yeah, so, but again, thank you everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. Hopefully there'll be more in the future, but we'll see how it goes. I'd love to work with Jeremiah too. I know Jeremiah has a couple things cooking up too.
Yeah. Always. Just you can it's easy, like in the last episode when I said it's easy to write ideas down and harder to produce them. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going through. But hopefully we'll get there. But I did want to say, this is like probably the most guests we've had, I think, on a single episode.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Far. Yeah, and there should have been more. I mean, we're trying to get the other characters. So you want to represent the other two characters, Aaron, or tell them like at least what their positions were supposed to be as far as the story goes? Because we had everybody talk about the story. You want to kind of connect it all for us?
Sure. So I'll just explain like who they were in the story. So we had Jakob Olmos as the villain Kaiser, and then we had Hakop. I don't know how to say his last name, but he was basically the police chief.
I think is it Mkhsian? I think it's Mkhsian.
I'm not. I don't want to.
Starts with an M.
Yeah. Apologize.
Hakop M.
Hakop.
And
yeah. Put his picture too.
Yeah. And so
His headshot.
again, there were
That's a dope shot.
That's awesome, dude. Do that one, yeah.
So basically, they kept again the story rolling. I think Jerry put it very well in that everyone's kind of role in the film was very key to keeping the story moving.
Yeah, especially the boom mic too, because without the boom mic, this thing would have just fallen apart completely.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sounds like a story.
I'm actually not sure what
What's
he's
behind that?
Because the scene where I'm on the locomotive and I think I was in, I don't remember, it was at Ong's car, where you're recording it and I'm sitting down and I look very, very emotional. Joe Phoenix looks very, very emotional. And I had called one of you and I put the phone call on speaker on my phone and I said, yeah, can you hear me? And I think it was David that I called. And he goes, yeah, we can hear you. What's up? Well, yeah, I put the boom mic in the shot in the scene or else I walk off the set.
Did you give the boom a credit as a cast?
We didn't.
No, free work for the poor boom.
Yeah, free
work.
You gotta
Long
start
live-
somewhere.
Expect a lawsuit from that boom mic.
Wait.
Long live the proletariat, dude.
I was like, wait, we were getting paid?
Wait, we were doing a movie?
It's like, I was there for the fun of it. I like the costume I got to wear. I thought it was a costume party. So, Aaron, in your you were the writer and the director of the film. If you could explain the story in a way, what would you say it is? Because I know we talked about being a period piece. We talked about each of the characters. What would you say the story actually is?
I think at the end of the day, it's like a surrealist drama. I think that would be the best way I could describe it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want it to be just your typical detective story, because that's been done. So there's a lot of different elements. Like, first of all, it doesn't take place in a real time. Like, it doesn't take place in 1938 America. Like, it's just of its own unique time. And I was inspired by Jules Verne's kind of worlds, where it's like they do, for the most part, they do, like, I believe, have like their own. He always had like his own unique style. So I was trying to go for that. So I was like,
that reminded me a lot of the Batman animated series in 1994 or 1995 with Kevin Conroy doing the main voice, because he has so much technological advances above local law enforcement and local government. But at the same token, it's like, what time period is this? Because a lot of people still wear suits, they wear trench coats.
It had a very like
It was very
1940s
specific. Yeah,
aesthetic.
it did, but with all the tech available to him, it's like, what time period is this? But it's its own fictional thing.
So that's actually probably the best example. So I wanted to do that, and then I also wanted to experiment with surrealism, and in film, because I've been inspired by German surrealism and expressionism in the I think it was the 1920s. So
I think so. Yeah.
that's also what I wanted to inject in this film, just to have it be different. And DECO was a very different experience for me, because I'm always very prepared. Every shot, every cut is all done before we film. That's the way I go into movies. I always kind of stick by Alfred Hitchcock's his philosophy, which was that you finish the movie in the script, and then filming should be the boring part, right? It's already done.
That was not boring at all, dude. And you're very much like Alfred Hitchcock, because that scene that we were filming in front of Kane's house.
Oh yeah.
And you could see the beating sweat down my nose. That was real. That was not.
It was
that was
great,
not fake. Yeah.
So
it wasn't saline.
and
It wasn't water or rubbing
we
alcohol.
weren't faking this, guys. So to kind of piggyback off that whole scene was kind of riffed, because when we showed up on set, by the time the light went down, we only had like 2-3 hours to shoot, and we were not going to get the shots I wanted. So I just kind of off the top of my head said, okay, well, I need these like 3-4 key shots, or to make the sequence work. So we just did that in like 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things like that happened on DECO, where because there was so many things going wrong during production that like we'd have to pause, I'd have to rewrite, and like it kind of became sort of like just this puzzle that like I was trying to force parts together, and like it was nuts.
It worked out great though, because remember that scene where I'm chasing Kaiser in front of Kane's house, and I told you, film it, let Kaiser run first, and then let me run after, and then just capture the scene that way at different angles, because I kept catching up to him.
Yeah.
So it's like when you say that you're trying to force a puzzle together, it's like, yeah, you kind of did.
Well, I had a lot of help, so you guys did help a lot. And I mean, I cannot stress enough just how grateful I am that everyone was very understanding, because I remember, feeling so pathetic sending out the text like, hey guys, so like that scene we just shot, I think we should scrap it and like reshoot. And everyone's just like, okay. But like deep down, like they're probably so angry.
No.
But I hope that,
we get agitated because of the heat. Other than that, though, no. I don't think anybody was angry at you or sad or like pissed off at you because of that.
Not at all. We all had a fun time bringing your vision to life.
Yeah. I agree.
I just hope that at the end of the day, you feel that it was worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was.
It felt very rewarding.
Very rewarding, and I like working with you a lot. Like, one of the things I respect, and I have said it to you before, you have this mentality of, I'm just gonna do a movie, and you do a movie, and then you finish the movie, and then you do another movie, and then you do another movie. And I love your visuals, man. Like, and you don't go for like the easy route. Like you said, most of the people do like current stuff, because it's very hard and expensive to do a period piece. And you do them like one after the other. I respect it, man. And I don't know, like, props to you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys get on a lot of projects, and a lot of times the productions don't come out. So I'm pretty sure that's what makes it worth it as well, is because even though you shot it and you think everybody hates you, if it came out, it was worth it to them, because now they got a credit. And like I've explained to one of our colleagues, Crystal, she was like talking to me because she was taking her film to a film festival. She was like, I'm getting kind of tired of explaining the same thing over and over. I told her, Crystal, you should be grateful to be tired of it, because every time you push that film, it's not only helping your career, it's helping the actors that were in it
This
as
is
well.
the award tour.
A lot.
the award tour.
Yeah.
So like, it helps
Award.
them grow too. So gotta
Right.
keep that in mind.
And I just wanted, sorry about that. I just wanted to say too, you know, for you taking a chance on me too. This was pretty much my first like on camera
Oh really?
project. So
Wow.
for Aaron to take that
This
chance
is not
on
his
me-
first on-camera experience.
He's
lying.
That's a private video.
He has
I'm kidding. I'm
film,
kidding,
not
I'm
that
kidding.
kind of
For the
film.
Patreon only.
Oh, for the Patreons, right?
I was talking about
Subscribe.
social media.
Oh.
No, but yeah, for you to take that chance on me, bro, I really appreciate it. So every time we'd see you like beating yourself down, or like we'd see the frustration, and be like, dude, there's progress. You are putting work into it. We're with you every step of the way, and we did it, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up that this was your first film because generally I know Caesar, Dory, Jerry, and myself and Aaron know each other. How did you enter the cast? That's what I want to know.
So we have a mutual friend from high school.
Uh-huh.
His name's Chad. Shout out to Chad, by the way. I was just kind of talking to him one day. I was like, hey, you know, we were just catching up. We were having some ramen one night, and he was like, so what have you been up to? And I was like, I told him just some work, and I really want to get into some hobbies of mine, like acting. I'm
Robin
taking-
and hobbies.
pretty much. And I told him, you know, I really want to get into acting. I'm taking a theater class, but I don't know. I really want to get on the screen, you know, in front of the camera. And he's like, well, actually, I know a buddy of mine, Aaron, fated meeting. He's like, oh, let's set something up with him. And like a couple weeks later, we went out, had some ramen again.
Robin and hobbies.
We were just talking, and our ideals seemed to match. And you know, and he had a project, and he's like, I'd be happy to have you on board. And I was like, if you'll have me, I'll be honored. And the rest is history.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I do want to
Go
say,
ahead.
David, I think you sold yourself a little short because he is a very good actor.
Yeah, no, he's got
and
the
the
skill
way
set.
I cast is, you know, if I can believe you in the audition, that's good enough for me. So it's like I don't think I give a lot of direction, but I think it's mostly just blocking. But normally I just kind of leave it up to the actors. I want to say in this case in particular, I gave you guys quite a bit of freedom, I think.
Yeah, no, it was, dude. Yeah, I remember there was times where we were filming something and David would ask me, how did that sound? How did it look? And I'm like, no, it looks good, man. Just like make a little minor adjustment here or there. And, you know, I was kind of coaching him while we were filming this. But I think he was overthinking it. And
For sure.
he does have the
Couple
skill
times.
set for it, though. So he's fine. He's completely fine.
Appreciate
I told him if Aaron would want you to do something different, he would let you know right away.
I was just very much on Aaron, like, so is it cool if I give the character this? I didn't want to oversell it or undersell it. I just wanted to make sure I was matching that vision of his. So I think that's kind of like the part where I'm very not indecisive, but I'm very much like asking a lot of questions and whatnot. But he did give us a lot of liberty, and like I didn't want to take away from that set vision, but it was really fun to build this character.
And this round two, sorry, but this round two, I wanted it to be more collaborative and like creatively free. Because on my first one, I was very like, you know, dead set, like this is the way I want it, like play it this way. And I didn't like the atmosphere that I created, so I was like, you know what, maybe this next one you try something a little different. So
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because Jerry, Dory, this isn't your first film with Aaron.
No.
So
I can talk about it.
yeah. Can you guys tell us what the difference is between Aaron in the first film, Mr. Downtown, compared
I
to
don't think we have to go into
No,
the past
okay,
that
I'm
much.
gonna- I'm
What a
gonna
great
say
film.
something. I think that
Yeah.
Aaron always is so critical of himself because you speak of Mr. Downtown, the movie, the previous one, so harshly, but I had a great time. I don't know if you know this, but I still use the clip of me in downtown in my reel.
That's what I meant.
And
Which
it-
one?
The
Uh,
plane, the drone.
The drone and
The
me
stairs.
running and
Oh.
all that. Yeah.
I was like, I like the club scene.
Also, that one's cool.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Like we all have our favorite scene.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into detail about that. But no, and a lot of people have seen that shot and they were like, what is this? Like, this is really cool. And I was like, I know, this was like my friend Aaron.
I mean,
and-
I still really love like my critiques of Downtown have nothing to do with like the cast or the crew, anything like that. It's just like for me, it was story and execution
Right.
on my end.
It's
Like
not what you imagined.
everyone did a fantastic
Yeah.
job. Like I still really want to work with David.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The
another
other David.
Rangel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rangel.
Yeah.
Because he did an amazing job.
No, absolutely. Like acting with him was really easy, and that was I think it was my second film ever because I come from a theater background, and that was like, even though I was gonna go to school for film later, that was the practice period for me, and that was my second really film that I did. I was so nervous about the camera and everything, but no, it was great. It's true that you're a different type of director that I've been used to, because at theater they're always like, what are you thinking, why are you saying that, very like emotional.
Mhm.
I don't know how to explain it, but you're more of a technical director. But recently, actually, Aaron, did he call you or did he call me? He called you, right? To ask
Oh,
about
yes.
how to learn about being an actor a little
Mhm.
bit, to see, which is really, really cool in my opinion, that the director is taking time to learn the
I bought the
perspective
book.
of the actor. Yeah, you bought the book?
I bought the book. I'm reading it.
So yeah, we recommended him some things to read that we read in our acting journey, and that can help the director in our school, not to like glaze the school even more, but like they have a class for directors. They have an acting for directors class.
Sponsor this podcast.
Yes, please, we need the money.
But I think that every
Paying for it.
school should do that. Every director should take an acting class, because then you understand what we're going through. Because, it looks easy, like just cry, but it's
That's
not.
a bad direction.
Like nobody talks about how exhausting it can get. So I appreciate you taking the steps to learn that. And since downtown to now, it's a giant jump, and you keep growing, and I really appreciate that. So
Thank you. Yeah, I think for me, I'm beginning to realize that what is most important in the film is the story and the acting. So I knew it was very important for me to really learn about both of those things. So in terms of acting, I wanted to just sort of learn about different processes so that way I can communicate maybe a little more effectively with my actors. I still really don't want to meddle with that, because I always viewed it kind of like we all have our specialties. So it's like I know the way the film's gonna kind of look overview wise. So I know how things should kind of flow, and then I usually leave it up to the actors to sort of bring that to life, however they deem it to be necessary. And I also appreciate just new ideas, different ideas. Like I feel like I leaned heavily on Jerry on DECO, because he had a lot of great suggestions. He even changed a sequence or two, and for the better. It really just cut things down, sharpened the sequence. So it's more of like I want it to be a little more collaborative. So I don't really like want to meddle, because then, like, especially now that I'm learning a little bit more, I don't want to like kind of box my actor in. Because Caesar, when we were on our phone call, he had basically told me, he used an analogy, which is basically like, as an actor, I could basically like wear all these different coats. He says, but then if you say like, well, I only want you to wear, green coats, that limits me. And it really limits what the vision can be, what the film can be. And I think just me now, like, I'm more open to change. So.
Yeah, and if I could say something real quick about Mr. Downtown, because I've never told this story on the podcast. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I hope so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because when we first met, it was on the music video shoot for Dylan for the Bus Boys. I forget the name of the song, but we shot
Love on My Mind.
Yes, Love on My Mind. That's right, Love on My Mind. And I was the only person from my semester for the film semester to show up to the video. It was you and your classmates of that semester, and then I'm the only one that showed up from the 101. And from then, me and Aaron had clicked, and so he invited me to work as a PA on Mr. Downtown, and that's where I ended up meeting Ong, who's become one of my closest friends and the person who helps me run this podcast every time we're here at the studio. So I want to thank you for the opportunity, Aaron, to not only show me like how to direct, to work with actual actors, introduce me to a lot of people, but introduce me to a great group of friends that we see right here right now. So thank you, Aaron. I want to appreciate you for that.
Aren't I just such a great person?
You're incredible. we should have all brought him gifts.
We should have, really.
Tribute.
I think at the very least we can burn incense for him.
Incense gold.
Saint Aaron.
Yeah.
Just put him on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's just me.
It's
Just me.
it's all of Aaron's photos of his headshots, just all scanned in a collage. That makes a bigger picture of Aaron.
I have some.
Yeah.
Good modeling photos.
Oh, he does. You ever see that one?
I aged out.
You ever see that one where he's got like short hair and he's like, when you're holding a guitar, it's like he looks like Lenny Kravitz.
I got one with open shirt
That
too.
was the first
great.
picture he showed me.
Yeah.
That was my first impression of him when I met him after the
This is
Mr. Downtown
me.
audition. And I was like,
This is
okay.
actually me.
I was like, great.
You should do that trend where it's like, what were you like in the 80s? And it's just Lenny Kravitz pictures.
He looks surprisingly well in a blonde wig. I must say, it's just
Take it easy. I don't like the direction this is going in.
Another story.
Like, plus you have a girlfriend, so watch it.
buddy. I'm trying to get another film in. I'm kidding.
He's like, I'll do anything.
Oh my god.
We'll talk after.
You mentioned that you met him on the first project because that's actually where I met the both of you.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember when we ran into each other, and you had this very, very familiar, just attitude, and I felt bad because I was like, I don't remember who you are, and you're like, oh, it's because I had longer hair, and I was like, oh, that's why I don't recognize you right now because you had longer hair at that time. You had like Carlos Santana type hair.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Because on
It was
Mr. Downtown,
glorious.
Bodyguard,
Yeah.
right? And that's the first day we met.
Yeah,
And then when it happened again, like I was a completely different person.
yeah.
I'm kind of like a shapeshifter, I'm often changing. If you watch any of the old episodes of the podcast up until now, I always have different hair.
You like to keep people guessing.
Exactly. I never want to be remembered
Change is
for
good.
one certain thing, I'm just gonna stop it right there where it's like I never want to be remembered and just cut it right there. When I die, the whole channel's being deleted.
Yeah, so no, Aaron was very, very critical of himself during that project, the first one that he did. And I remember just being in the background because I don't really have like a whole lot of dialogue in that project. But I remember thinking to myself, dude, he's fucking stressed out. Like, someone help him out. Like, either the AD, the first camera assistant operator, or the audio engineer, or whoever's in charge right now. Because the set director, I don't know who he needs to talk to, just help him out because he looks fucking stressed. The second project where I actually had more dialogue and more screen time, he did give us a lot more freedom and he was a lot more open to suggestions and brainstorming. One of my favorite scenes of the second film is, of course, when the elbow gets thrown out. Dude, I laugh every time I see that. Like, it's not because of who it gets thrown at. It's just you know it's coming. You know what I mean? It's like he's about to throw an elbow right now, and then it lands, and then even the sound that it makes too is I love that. But we came up with that night. And initially he had a idea that he had wanted to execute. And I was like, what if we just do this way where we're both standing up and we're both struggling instead? And then I just throw in an elbow. And he was open to it. He recorded it. He filmed it. And it's one of my favorite scenes of the whole thing. Not because it's me in it, because it could have been you. It could have been Jay. It could have been anybody else throwing that elbow. And I would have laughed.
Just that it happened.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Just that it happened. Exactly. Yeah.
Do you remember? Okay, so I know the day we met on Mr. Downtown, it was like Aaron wasn't there that day, right? Like,
No.
It was just me and the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
And then I sent Aaron some pictures. He's like, I gotta go down there.
Yeah. He showed up right away.
Yeah,
That's what I mean, dude. It's like he's fucking stressed out. Help him out. Like, he's showing up on the day that he's not supposed to be here.
And another funny story from that set. I don't know if you remember, Aaron, but do you remember the scene where you're shooting outside, next to the old auditorium at ELAC?
Which one?
It's like where Jack Dane and his girlfriend are walking outside. Do you remember? You're like, people keep passing by. Can you go stand at the end of
I know where this is going.
that alleyway and tell people not to pass by?
Yep.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I do that for a while, and it's a really long time. And I'm like, wait, are they still shooting? So I go, they're gone. The whole crew is gone. I was there for like an hour and a half.
We forgot.
Just shooing people away. And then I was like,
You had left him hanging high and
Well, I
dry.
think what's more funny is that he was still telling people they couldn't walk there after we come.
And there was nobody there. And then I went to go to the next scene, and he's like, "Oh, I was wondering where you went, Jeremiah." And I was like, "I was where you told me to go."
And like, look at the flowers.
Sorry. These are low budget stories. You just gotta keep going.
I was just like,
What happened? Did everybody just left? And
No. We had to go to the next scene, so we had to go into the theater, which was like right behind us. So yeah, we forgot. I got so like busy. I was so focused on the scene. The audio was just so crappy because the transmitter wasn't transmitting. We had so much interference. So it was like a nightmare to get through that scene. Then like finally I'm like, all right, we could move into the theater. And we forgot Jeremiah.
Yeah. And then I went look, because I think I texted him, "Oh, where's the next scene?" You're like, "Oh, it's over here." So I went to go look for you. I was wondering where you went, Jeremiah. I was still there.
That's fun.
I got a one-track mind. I'm sorry.
I knew you were busy though, because like obviously, since that was my first time really like looking at all the stuff you guys had prepared, because you had your storyboards, you had like your shot list. So like obviously, I think that was the third day too. So I knew you were very busy, so I never took it personally. But that's just a funny story I always think about every time.
Glad you take it that way.
Yeah. I was like, hey, it happens, and it's funny story to tell, during like a party or something. Hey, remember when this guy forgot me on set? Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we physically left the location. That would have been a little different.
That would have been even worse, but even funnier. It's like that's something you do to a PA. You just leave them there.
And actually, I did want to ask Aaron, as a director, based on scenes, nothing's ever perfect. Just your process of, how you would sell a scene that you felt didn't live up to where you wanted to be. That scene itself.
No, don't ask him that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Just a scene that you were dissatisfied, but still, had to use.
In DECO. Let me think.
Or just in general.
No, I want to talk about DECO.
I have one in mind. I'm not gonna talk about it though. It's not the visuals. It's not the context. It's not the story. But I know exactly what you're talking about. What would you say? Like, what scene throughout the entire film would you have to reshoot or?
Oh,
rewrite?
okay, yeah. So
But
I
you
actually
ended up
have
using-
two
you ended
that I
up
would like
using
to
it anyway,
reshoot.
Yeah.
So I would like to reshoot the not the very end, but like the last like climactic battle between
Okay, yeah.
Joe and Kaiser. That was already the second shoot, but we just didn't have the location. And then the scene right before that, when you guys are in the car, I would have liked to reshot that too. Not in the car, but like just, and we don't have to go into detail about that.
No, the funny thing is that was actually the scene I had in mind, but I didn't want to bring it up until somebody else brought it up. I'm glad the director brought it up.
Yeah. I think again, it could have been shot a little better. But again, just at the end of the day, it's like you need it, and
I
that's
thought-
what you got. So.
I thought it was cool. We had a whole Android in there. And Android driver.
Yeah, I mean, just for gags, but it could have been executed a little better.
Hey, that was a callback, right?
Yeah, callback
To
Mr. Downtown. You said it was the same model, correct?
It was the same prop. I just built arms for it so that I could grip the steering wheel.
Yeah, so if you don't know, Aaron makes his own props. And in Mr. Downtown, I was a robot lady. And you can see like a thingy that he built when I explode.
Yeah, so basically,
I gotta point out, she said robot lady.
told you thing
We're not going to talk about that.
So in Downtown, her character's a machine, and she blows up. Spoiler alert.
Because
and
he
so,
loves to see me die.
Initially, nothing personal. Initially,
3 movies. But anyway.
we were just going to like. I don't even think there was gonna be anything left over. And the night before the shoot, I was like, I need something. So like, I jotted down a quick design, and within like 8 hours, I made a prop of the head and the torso, and then like I think I built a little bit of the forearm,
Yeah.
so that at least there was something that the audience could see to connect. Like, oh, okay, she was a machine. So I went ahead and I held on to the prop, and then I decided to use it for deco, and I just kind of built it out a little bit more for what we needed.
Wait, so we're using a robot lady in Deco?
Animatronic.
Well, they're the driver, so.
I'm kidding.
Why?
I'm
Is it
just
because like it
being-
was
I'm just
1940s,
being a
so
fool.
like women can't drive, or so like or
Yeah, well,
that's not-
okay.
Jeremiah.
The robot.
You don't wanna
it
go there.
exists.
Oh, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
non-binary. It's not female. It's not male. It just is. It just.
Well,
exists.
it's binary code for sure.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Is it a
was,
one or a zero?
Yeah,
I
it's
want
in a one or a
to.
zero.
It was
gotta
just
know.
really cool.
001.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah. That's the mutations, you know.
it was just a prop for the scene. That's all.
Yes.
Only Aaron knows the true gender.
I'm
That's
just
it.
being a damn fool. No, this is just me being sci-fi argumentative. And
Yeah.
being a damn fool.
Yeah, on Reddit, you know.
On Reddit.
Yeah, those are the
Internet
arguments.
incel. Yeah.
This is what I think, and I'm important, you know.
But yeah, I definitely think that the robots and the props you build are like your staple. Like even the alien, the whole suit you built, like it takes a lot of time to make something like that, and it looks really cool. And the fact that you are able to use it in the story in such a fun way is really cool. Like if I'll give it to you in a second. If I could like describe your style, it would be like a detective noir mixed with futurism, and definitely with like handmade costume props and what are those called? Miniatures. Yeah. That's like your style, and I've never met anybody else that does this. Personally.
Well, I've been inspired by a lot of the films that were done between the 1940s and the 1960s, both in Japan and here in America. So like, obviously Toho, the studio that made all the Godzilla films and the really prominent kaiju movies.
Great studio.
Tsuburaya, Eiji Tsuburaya, who was the one who like pioneered a lot of Japanese special effects, tokusatsu. And then here in the States, Ray Harryhausen, him, Willis O'Brien, they were the ones who really like pioneered stop motion animation technique. And they made a lot of like really significant movies in American culture. So like Willis O'Brien's responsible for the original King Kong. He then mentored Ray Harryhausen. Ray Harryhausen went on to make, I think, 16 films. And what's so fascinating to me about Ray Harryhausen is that he was a special effects artist, but what he would do is he would basically have an idea for a movie. So he'd make these really lavish sketches of like skeleton duels and like Cyclops chasing men. And then he would go to studios and say like, hey, like I can put these scenes on film if you were to fund it. And so I've always been inspired by his craft and tenacity, because really he did some kind of like what we would deem as like daunting work. Like in the film Jason the Argonauts, there's a skeleton duel between 3 swordsmen and 7 skeletons. And mind you, this is stop motion animation, so that's 24 individual frames per second. And he has to match up the swords lining up. So, I mean, you could just imagine how crazy that production could be. So, like, during the hardest times filming Deco, when I would have to do my own special effects and stuff, I would just think, like, he had it way worse, you know?
Yeah,
So, if he could do that, you know, in, what was it, like, I think 1964, 65, something like that, like, I could do this easy. So I've always had, I mean, that mentality's got me in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, oh, shit, like, how am I going to do this? And there was a point where, like, especially working on that whole opening sequence, like, I kind of sat back and I thought, well, shit, how am I going to do this? Like, and there was a point where it's like, okay, maybe I could change it. But then I thought, well, no, I kind of sold this to all the actors and the crew, so I got to figure out a way, you know? Because I can't be like, hey, so new opening. And, you know, that was kind of the whole point that like hooked them in. So I didn't want to bait and switch you guys. So
No, I think it's your Alfred Hitchcock style of directing. Everybody was just terrified of you, and they were just like, "Yes, sir."
I was
I don't
just
think I'm that menacing on set.
I'm kidding. I'm just being a damn fool.
I was just gonna add to Dory's comment that if this guy got a 3D printer, I imagine the stuff he could make
Bro.
with his own hands.
But I mean, I just
He would make a nuclear reactor.
I like the hand making process. I mean, I don't think I'm very good at it, but I just I like the imperfections of it. Like that's something, growing up watching all these Japanese monster movies, they're not the best movies, they're not perfect, but
They're so cheesy, but it's so good.
there's something
Yeah.
charming about it. And I kind
human
of
aspect.
learned at an early age that if you're able to have good direction, like if you know your vision from the get-go, if you can pair that with really good music, and if you can just convince the audience to sort of enter your world, you could really make something that touches them. And there's a reason why, Ultraman, all these monsters are still so big in Japan and even across overseas. There are huge fans here. I myself, I spent a lot of money importing those action figures. They got me, and I don't know how they do it, but there is just something where you see these things you've never seen before and they look really weird and cheesy, but then they start talking and the shit that they do in the episode, the storylines, there is a charm there. And I think I sort of think that there's a humanity there that we're not really getting anymore. I don't know what it is necessarily, because we have the technology. I mean, look at what we could do now. Just getting together with friends on a Saturday last minute to do something like this back in the 60s, impossible. Like the gear was too expensive. You really, really had to know the technical aspects about the cameras. Like if you were off a stop, that was it. Your whole shot's overexposed. It's blown. And then don't even get me on syncing sound. So the fact that we can do this now is incredible. So that's why I think that there's really no excuse now. If you want to make a film, you can do it. It's just, again, how well can you overcome your just the obstacles? Usually I think the biggest obstacles that we had were really just time.
A broken foot, fractured foot,
And time in life.
Yeah.
Blood,
But-
sweat, and tears. Many, many tears.
A lot of tears.
And bones, apparently.
It's a good start to unionizing something here.
Jeez. He's like, oh, no unions here.
I got everyone pizza and I had the "Don't form a union" sign on it.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you guys have, these interesting stories, especially Aaron. Like everybody says, our colleague Carlos has a nickname for you. He calls you the Miniature King.
Nice.
I like
I was like, I hope it's an appropriate nickname.
Well, I guess
Because it could be a lot of things. I've been called many things.
including Dictator Aaron.
And asshole.
Oh, but those are by very, very mean people. That's all I can say. But yeah. Also, you've done another short, and that was with Caesar, right?
I did. He asked me to direct
Yeah,
his
yeah.
short.
Can we talk about that? Real
Yeah, of course we can. Well, so that project is my thesis film, the one I
Yeah.
did to graduate, well, it's a noir movie, noir inspired movie. I will say. I will say. When I was registering it, they told me it's not a noir movie, and I was like, "Why?" Because it's not done in the 50s, and I'm like, "Why is it an option to register it like that if I can do it?" So yeah, but it's a noir movie. Aaron and I met because of DECO. I came to a shoot with Dory of DECO. They were filming the wife scene. And I was like, oh, I like this. And then you show me some miniatures, and I was like, I love this. And then
I'm not a building, right?
yeah, you were building it. And then I was writing my thesis in that point, and I was like, I know I want to do a noir. He does noir. 2 + 2 is it's like it was the natural course, and I was like, I don't know, how this idea, read it and let me know what you think about it, and we did it, and it worked. I was so scared the day of my thesis because it's a big investment. It's a big investment of time, of commitment, of acting, of everything. And I was so scared that day. I told Dory that everything went so good.
It went perfect.
Everything went perfect for 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. Huh? We wrapped up 3 hours before, and I was actually like, do we need anything? No. 3 hours there, I was like, I think we missed something, and we didn't. Everything went so perfect, and it was like
It was a little surreal.
It was so surreal because usually in film shoots, there's always something that's all wrong. Something, at least one thing.
At least always on my sets.
Nothing was wrong. And I was like, Jesus Christ, everything's going good, and everything went fantastic. I can't wait for people to see that movie. I actually haven't told you this. But I'm planning on submitting the movie to festivals.
Yeah,
Please do.
Right, Caesar.
So maybe in the future we can see that movie in a big screen, and everybody's gonna be invited on this podcast, of
Yeah,
course.
thank you for inviting
Everybody.
Bring the cameras.
Yeah, bring everything. But yeah, it was a very nice experience working with you, bro. I love it. I will work with you in a heartbeat. I love it, and your visuals really brought this movie, Mr. Downtown, and my movie alive. Like, I love your visuals, man. I told you this before. I love your directing. It's very technical, and it lets the actor a lot of wiggle room that it's needed sometimes. So yeah, I appreciate you, man, and yeah, thank you so much.
I have to say, I think out of all the projects I've done, yours is the only one I felt like I was actually just a director. Like, I felt so spoiled when I got there. Ong was like, look you have your own little booth right here. You have your own little monitor. I was like, holy shit, this is what it's supposed to be. Because usually, like, on DECO, I had 5 hats on. Like, I was a visual effects artist, editor, cameraman, and, I wanted it that way. But, yeah, it was just nuts to, like, have so much weight off of myself and just sit and be like, nah, move it. Like, it's a foot off. Like,
the most enabling shit for you. By the way, a big shout out to Ang over here.
Yeah,
bro, you
Ong and
that day.
Who was our gaffer?
It was Justin's.
Justin.
Yeah, it
you
was
guys,
dude,
kick ass. Dream
he
team.
edited the movie too.
I'm glad that you guys don't feel like you guys feel like everything went smooth because everything's all under wraps, so we don't want to tell you guys. That's what it's supposed to be for, you know. The actor don't need to know all the issues. They just need to focus on what they're doing.
Well, I mean, I knew Ong was nervous, but I was like, he'll figure it out.
I mean, these are I was just like the whole day. I didn't even eat actually. I was
There's
eating
just
like
a
3
little,
scoops
like
of
a
it.
little quickness in his step when kind of hitting the fan.
Like, I knew everybody was like in the mindset of a film shoot, but in the end, everything went through, and that's the spirit I want to keep in.
I mean, it turned out great.
Yeah, it turned out
Great, yeah. I'm glad you loved it, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much to you two guys.
Thank
Well,
you
to
guys.
everybody.
A lot of these projects wouldn't be, possible if Ong wasn't in, actually. We wouldn't be possible if Ong, wasn't helping us out either. So we're grateful to him for sure.
He should be here.
Next
Next
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you coming on again, Dory, Caesar, second guest. You guys' first time being on the
Thank
show.
you,
Hopefully
guys.
not the last. We'll have you on many more times as long as you keep producing great content. And
He's like, you got to make content in order for us to make
you
content.
either got to make content or be content. Okay, that's
That's the deal here.
that's the deal for us. But we really appreciate your time.
I appreciate your honesty. He's like, nah, not for a chat. You make another movie. Then we'll talk.
Start rolling.
Or you get canceled and then you end up on one of our episodes. So if you guys want to be followed on social media, you can tell our audience where they can find you. Jerry, you want to? Jerry, where do you?
I don't have
your
any
letterbox.
social media, dude. I got a
Letterbox with
Google email account. If you want to get a hold of Jeremiah to talk to me, talk to Jeremiah, talk to Aaron.
I'm the liaison.
Yeah. No, he really is. He's like not the middleman, but he really is like producer, agent.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron?
I'm Millennium Disc on Instagram. I think there's an underscore in the middle.
Yes.
Forgot.
Yeah, there is.
Dory knows it better than he does.
I was like, if you, I mean, it's very inactive right now, but yeah, you could follow me there. Yeah, that's about
Where's
it.
the film? Can we find the film?
It is on YouTube. I have it unlisted right now.
Is it on your page or you took it?
No, it's still
Okay,
still
so
on
you can find it
YouTube.
on Instagram,
But I
on
have
your
I have a
Instagram.
link to it on
Okay.
Instagram, so you can find it there. And then I think Elax Media Arts, they actually posted it. So,
Did they? Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
so you can see it there too.
David?
But follow me to see it.
Yeah.
I need the view counts.
I only have one personal account. I'm working on trying to separate it to a more like not business, but like the acting account. But you can follow me at Laritos at LARITOS at Instagram.
Caesar?
I am as Hale_Caesar99 on every social platform, really. So yeah, follow me there, and also follow We Film Pandemonium.
That's right. Hey, you see the movie Hail Caesar?
I have.
Are we gonna be tagged in this pod?
Is this a deja vu?
We're tagged. Okay.
Deja vu. I had to ask it again. Every time Caesar's on, that's
Literally.
a joke. I'm gonna ask him every time.
That should
Yo,
be your
Hakop.
inside
That's
joke
it,
now.
it's
Yeah.
I'm gonna like. Yes.
Yeah, I am still on at adorable ADOR. Wait, you know what it's.
You nailed it the first time.
You know, yeah. You watch the previous episode. I got it right. And also, yeah, follow also Film Pandemonium and follow all of these beautiful people.
That's right.
Jordan, we can follow you.
Well, if you're a fan of the show, you can follow me on Jeremiah Jordan TOTB on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm also as J_TOTB on Instagram.
You can follow the show on all platforms at TOTBENT. And if you like this episode and you want to see more, if you want to catch an episode early on, you can subscribe to our Patreon, which is only $3. It used to be $2, but inflation made it $3. You can get content early, uncensored episodes. Some episodes actually have more content in them that I had to cut out that couldn't put on YouTube. So there's extended versions of episodes that exist on our Patreon. There's many tiers, but I mainly push we do the $3 tier.
Yeah.
We'd also like to thank our sponsor Dubby for sponsoring this show. Any purchase you make outside of their local collaborations, if you go to the checkout, don't forget to use code TOTBENT for 10% off all your orders. You guys, once again, thank you
guys.
for coming.
Thanks
on.
Thank you.
much. Thank you for having us.
So, all right, everybody. We'll see you all next week, and don't forget, don't be a chump.
Don't be a chump.
Is that from wrestling?
No, it should be though. It's from what's a regular show reference or something?
Yeah, it's a regular show
Yeah.
reference. Yeah.